In this demo, we are reviewing key features of the Legacy Data Manager product, also known as the LDM. The purpose of the LDM is to maintain the ability to access and retrieve content from a legacy PLM or PDM system's file vaults after that system has been decommissioned. It allows users to browse the attributes and relationships of the PDM data and retrieve PDM content files to a local disk with the file references intact. When LDM first starts, the user is presented with an overview of the objects in the database. The larger window on the left contains a grid view of the objects with columns for their key attributes such as name, version, and lifecycle state. The columns are filterable to enable quick searching. For some objects, there's a special processed column, which I will explain a little later. The window on the right displays details for the object currently selected, along with menus to traverse links to parent and child objects. To demonstrate how LDM works, let's start by filtering on the number column. You can see the filter supports partial matches. We are looking for drawing 49 in this case. We can further shorten the list by filtering for the latest iteration of each version. Once the item is selected, its details are displayed in the right-hand side. Looking at the parent links, we see resulting from, which gives the ability to navigate to the change task that released the drawing. We can see details about the change task as well as links to its related objects. The breadcrumb trail at the top of the window gives a history of link traversals and allows the user to navigate back to previously selected objects. We will do that now to get back to drawing 49. Looking at the child links now, we see references, which when clicked, displays 3 other items referenced by the drawing. Going back to the drawing and then clicking the arrow to expand the list of child object types shows there are also links to content objects, which are the files directly tied to the drawing. Examining the details of the file content object, we see the file name and path as the PLM system has stored it internally. And we also see the file name that will be assigned to the file when it is retrieved by LDM to the local folder. Now that we've explored link traversal, it's time to retrieve an object to the disk. Let's go back to drawing 49. LDM uses the concept of a cart to collect objects that will be saved to disk. Objects can be added to the cart either by clicking the Add to Cart button in the Details pane, or right-clicking in the grid view and selecting Add to Cart from the right-click menu. When adding to cart, LDM traverses all the dependency relationships and collects the list of files necessary for a CAD system to open the selected item. Clicking the OK button adds the collected items to the cart. The contents of the cart can be shown by clicking the cart icon at the bottom of the details page. There are 3 buttons within the cart panel. Clear Cart empties the cart without taking any action. Mark as processed will update the processed attribute for any of the affected items. Save to disk copies the files collected in the cart to the local disk and then clears the cart. Clicking Mark as processed changes the processed value to yes, followed by a timestamp showing when it was updated. The change is applied to the object added to the cart as well as its dependents. This feature is helpful for updating the status of legacy objects that may have a more current version in another system. It's also possible to manually edit the processed column value as needed. Clicking Save to Disk prompts the user to specify a local destination for the copied files. In this case, I will choose a local folder called My Cart, which is currently empty. Clicking the Export button copies files from the PDM Vault folders to my local disk and ensures they have the proper name. A status window logs the progress and status of the copy operations. Viewing the local My Cart folder, I see the files have been added, now ready to be opened by their native application. This concludes the demo of the Levitek Legacy Data Manager, or LDM. You can find out more about the Legacy Data Manager as well as other products and services offered by Levitek by visiting our website www.levitekcorp.com, or by emailing info@levitekcorp.com.